Tenochtitlan Rising, the epic march from Aztlan's Mystique. Imagine uncovering a tale as old as time, where the legendary Mexica Empire traces its noble lineage back to a beautiful island known as Aztlan, a mystical paradise lost in the mists of history. This is not just a story, it's the pulsing heart of a civilization's identity, a cherished belief that shaped the destiny of a mighty people. Dive into the depths of the past and explore the enchanting origins of the Mexica on the shores of mystical Aztlan. This fascinating legend has captured the imagination of historians and storytellers for centuries. The Aztlan legend is a foundational story of the Mexica people, describing their origins and migration from a legendary homeland to the Valley of Mexico, where they established the powerful Mexica Empire. Huitzilopochtli is known as the solar and war deity of sacrifice. He was also the patron god of the Mexica and their capital city, Tenochtitlan. He was associated with fire and used a fire serpent as a weapon. The Mexica were the rulers of the Triple Alliance, more commonly referred to as the Aztec Empire. The term Aztec wasn't used by the ancient Nahua people. It was a term mistakenly used by the Spanish when they arrived in the 16th century. The term was later popularized in the 19th century by Alexander von Humboldt and William H. Prescott to refer to the Mexica people and their culture. Mexica, which means people of the Mexitli lineage. This name comes from their legendary ancestor, Mexitli, who is one of the names used for Huitzilopochtli. The term Nahua includes the Mexicas and other groups who spoke the Nahuatl language and shared cultural similarities. So where was Aztlan, and what was it like? Well, the story of Aztlan begins with 7 Nahua tribes, the Acolwa, Cholca, Mexica, Tepaneca, Tiahuica, Tlaxcalans, and Xochimilca, living together at a place called Chicomostoc, meaning the place of the 7 caves. These tribes then migrated to a legendary homeland called Aztlan, which means place of herons or the land from whence we came. Along with these tribes, the Olmec Xicalunca and Exaltocameca are also said to have come to Aztlan. Some accounts state the Chichimeca, a wild nomadic people, had already settled in Aztlan before the 7 Nahua tribes arrived. Aztlan was believed to be located somewhere in the northwestern region of modern-day Mexico or the southwestern United States. Imagine a place of mystical legend, where the boundaries between the earthly and the divine blur into a harmonious existence. This is Aztlan, a paradise island whispered to be the lost city of Atlantis. Aztlan, a name that resonates with mystery and grandeur, is said to be a lush, green island surrounded by sparkling blue waters. The air here is perfumed with the scent of blooming flowers, a vibrant tapestry of colors that stretch as far as the eye can see. The island is a marvel of an advanced civilization, where the Mexica people thrived, their society a beacon of innovation and culture. The grand temples and pyramids rise towards the sky, their stones etched with the wisdom of the ages and the glory of the gods they worship. The Mexica, guided by the whispers of their ancestors and the will of their deities, lived in a state of blissful harmony with nature. The land, generous and fertile, producing plentiful harvests, and the surrounding seas teemed with life, providing sustenance and a connection to the divine. In Aztlan, the arts flourished. Poetry, music and dance were not mere pastimes, but a way to interact and communicate with the spiritual realm. The people were artisans, scholars, and warriors, their lives a testament to the pursuit of knowledge and the celebration of life. As the sun set, painting the sky with hues of gold and crimson, the people of Aztlan gathered to pay respect to their gods. Their voices combining in sacred chants that echoed across the island, a reverent symphony that promised the dawn of a new day in this advanced paradise. Then a darkness fell over Aztlan, and the Mexica tribe were initially subjugated by tyrannical elite rulers called the Azteca Chicomostoc. Their authority was powerful, their commandments etched in stone tablets, and their impulses shaped the lives of the Mexica. These rulers reveled in riches, their palaces adorned with precious gems and feathered insignias, while the common people suffered under their oppressive gaze. The Mexica, once free-spirited and attuned to the whispers of gods and ancestors, found themselves shackled by these evil rulers. Their songs of reverence turned into murmurs of dissent, their dances now ingrained with hidden rebellion. The sacred temples, once centers of spiritual communion, became silent witnesses to clandestine meetings, a network of resistance weaving through the very fabric of Aztlan. Eventually, the Mexica faced a pivotal decision: to either remain in their homeland of Aztlan, weighed down by oppression, or embark on a daring exodus to liberation. Guided by their priests and the god Huitzilopochtli, they chose the latter, a journey that would redefine their destiny. Leaving behind familiarity and security, they stepped into the unknown, fueled by faith and the promise of a brighter future. The vivid accounts of this exodus are etched into the 16th century Codex Aubin. Legend tells of Mexica priests interpreting omens and signs from their god. Huitzilopochtli, their divine guide, delivered crucial instructions to abandon the name Aztlaneca. From then on, they would be known as the Mexica. He revealed a prophecy to a feathered serpent priest that their back-breaking migration would manifest in the construction of a magnificent city. The sign? An eagle perched atop a cactus, an awe-inspiring sight witnessed in the heart of Lake Texcoco. Here, the Mexica would forge their urban center, Tenochtitlan. Imagine a city greater than any in Europe at the time, a glistening island metropolis rising from the waters, with towering pyramids, bustling markets, and ingenious floating gardens. This was Tenochtitlan, the awe-inspiring capital of the Mexica Empire. Let's dive into the remarkable story of this ancient wonder. Tenochtitlan was founded in 1325 on an island in Lake Texcoco, in what is now Mexico City. Over the next 2 centuries, it grew into one of the largest and most advanced cities in the world, with a population exceeding 200,000 at its peak. The Mexicas were an innovative people who created a sophisticated society with remarkable achievements in engineering, agriculture, and urban planning. Did you know that Tenochtitlan was built on an artificial island? The Mexicas constructed raised gardens called chinampas to expand the fertile land, creating a network of canals and waterways crisscrossing the city. Imagine being a visitor arriving by canoe, greeted by the sight of towering pyramids and the bustling sounds of a thriving metropolis. The city was carefully planned, with a grid system of streets and canals dividing it into 4 quadrants. At its center stood the Templo Mayor, a massive pyramid with twin shrines dedicated to the gods Huitzilopochtli and Tlaloc. Can you picture the grandeur of this sacred pyramid, adorned with serpent sculptures and the gruesome remains of human sacrifices? The city was a hub of commerce, with a vast central market where merchants from across Mesoamerica gathered to trade goods like jade, obsidian cacao, and exotic feathers. The Mexicas used cacao beans as currency, and the word chocolate comes from the Nahuatl word chocolatl. The Mexicas were master engineers, constructing aqueducts to bring fresh water into the city and dams to control flooding. Tenochtitlan was a center of learning, with schools called Calmecacs, where noble children were educated in subjects like astronomy, history, and religion. The Mexica also had a sophisticated writing system using pictorial glyphs and symbols. Did you know that the Mexica had a calendar system more accurate than the Julian calendar used in Europe at the time? The city was adorned with magnificent works of art and architecture, including the famous Piedra del Sol, Stone of the Sun, a massive carved stone calendar weighing over 24 tons. Tenochtitlan was a religious center, with numerous temples and shrines dedicated to various deities in the Mexica pantheon. The most important was the cult of Huitzilopochtli, the sun god and patron of the Mexica people. Imagine the spectacle of Mexica religious ceremonies, with priests decked out in elaborate costumes, and the smoke of burning incense breezing through the air. The Mexica practiced human sacrifice, offering captives and prisoners of war to the gods in rituals, believed to ensure the continued existence of the world. These sacrifices took place atop the Templo Mayor and other sacred pyramids. Tenochtitlan was a multicultural city, with neighborhoods inhabited by various ethnic groups from across the Mexica Empire. The city was also home to a diverse array of artisans, including skilled weavers, potters, and jewelers. The Mexica were master metalworkers, creating intricate works of art from gold, silver, and copper using advanced techniques like lost wax casting. The city was protected by a powerful military force and a system of fortifications, including a massive stone wall and a network of causeways connecting the island to the mainland. Imagine the sight of Mexica warriors clad in fearsome garb and their bodies adorned with feathers and jaguar pelts, marching through the streets of Tenochtitlan. Tenochtitlan was ultimately conquered by the Spanish conquistador Hernán Cortés and his allies in 1521, after a prolonged siege that left much of the city in ruins. The fall of Tenochtitlan marked the end of the Mexica Empire and the beginning of Spanish colonial rule in Mexico. Did you know that the Spanish were initially shocked by the grandeur of Tenochtitlan, with Cortés describing it as a city as beautiful as Venice? Today, the ruins of Tenochtitlan lie buried beneath modern-day Mexico City, with the Templo Mayor and other archaeological sites serving as reminders of the Mexica's remarkable achievements. In 1978, a massive stone sculpture of the Mexica goddess Xochitl was discovered near the Templo Mayor, providing new insights into Mexica mythology and art. Lake Texcoco provided the Mexica with water, fish, and fertile lands for cultivation, allowing their capital to thrive. After the Spanish conquest in 1521, efforts were made to drain Lake Texcoco to control flooding, leading to its near disappearance. This has had severe ecological consequences. The entire lake basin is now occupied by Mexico City, contributing to water scarcity and land subsidence issues. Native species, like the axolotl, have become endangered or extinct due to the loss of their lake habitat. The local climate has changed considerably with the lake's drainage. Recently, the government initiated the Lake Texcoco Ecological Park project to restore 14,000 hectares of the former lake area and its ecological balance. Tenochtitlan was a true marvel of the ancient world, a testament to the ingenuity, creativity, and resilience of the Mexica people. From its ingenious engineering and urban planning to its rich cultural and religious traditions, this island city captivated the imaginations of all who witnessed its splendor. The story of Aztlan is more than an origin myth, it's a narrative that has shaped a civilization and continues to inspire. It's a tale of the Mexica people, their epic journey from the fabled Aztlan to the creation of their grand city, Tenochtitlan. This journey is one of transformation, resilience, and the enduring power of belief. If you're fascinated by the legends of ancient civilizations and their enduring mysteries, subscribe to our channel for more captivating tales. Share your thoughts on the Mexica's journey from Aztlan to Tenochtitlan in the comments below, and don't forget to like and share this video. Thanks for watching, and keep exploring.